Hey everyone, welcome to another vlog. I am starting this vlog at 2 o'clock and it's Thursday, so the kids are at preschool today. I randomly woke up this morning and wanted to panel the hallway. I've been wanting to do it for so long. I think probably as soon as we moved into this house I wanted to panel the hallway because, as you can see, there's really not much going on. It's not the prettiest of spaces. We recently changed the floor to this patterned floor, which I really like, but it just needs like, I don't know, it needs something. It's just very boring and bland when you walk into the house. Like I said, I've been wanting to do it for ages, but I just haven't done it because it just feels like a bit of a mission, to be honest. But I woke up this morning and I randomly saw one of my saved pictures on my phone of a panelled hallway, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, today's the day. So I've just been to B&Q and I've got all the panels cut that I need. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm losing my voice, it's really croaky. Let me show you the space and I'll explain what I'm gonna do and put a inspo picture on the screen. I feel like it'll be easier to explain while showing you the area. So my plan is, I want to panel this wall here and this section here. Eventually, I will also do this section, and this section. The reason I'm just doing this wall and this wall first is because there were so many panels to get cut from B&Q, and I already knew, I think it was like 38 panels I needed cut for this area and this area. That's a lot of panels, and I was forming the biggest queue ever. Like, the queue was major. So I just thought, okay, I'll get enough panels to do this wall and this wall. This will take me a long time. So then once I finish this, I'll go back to B&Q and I'll get the strips for these areas. But I can only do so much at a time anyway, so I figured I would do these bits first, make sure I like it before I buy any more, and make sure that it's actually looking okay. And then I'll go back to B&Q and get the last little bits, but I just thought I would get the first lot first because there was a lot. Just in case anyone was wanting to panel themselves. So all of them are 10 centimeters wide, and then the thickness of the MDF is 6 millimeters. As you can see, there are a lot of them. It's going to take me a long time to do. The way that I attach them onto the wall is with this no nails glue. I will need to put this into like a glue gun, which I've got in the shed, but I knew I was going to need a few of these, so I got 2 of those, and that just means you can glue it onto the wall and not have to worry about putting any nails into the wall, because I always freak out that I'm going to hit like a wire or a pipe or something. So this just means you can just glue them onto the wall and not have to worry. I've also got this light to put up because, as you can see, our hallway light is at the very end of the hallway, and this is quite a long space, so it's always so dark down here. I don't know why they didn't put the light in the middle of the hallway. It's really random that it's so close to the end, but this lamp has a really long wire. So what I'm going to do is attach it to where like the actual fitting is, but then I've got a hook to put the wire, like lengthen the wire and put the actual light more central into the hall, because it's really weird that it's right at the end and it means the hallway is always so dark. Not looking forward to go around this radiator, not looking forward to go around the light switch over there, and not looking forward to going around that or that. But we'll come to that once we get to it. But I think it's going to make a big difference. So I'm going to film some little bits for like a before and after, and then I'll get started. I'm about to glue this first section. Annoyingly, my tripod's broken, so you're going to be in the most peculiar angles, and clearly so am I. I'm going to glue this first bit and stick it to the wall, and then we're going. We got the first one up. So I'm going to do all the panels this height, all the way along, and then I've got one panel that will go along the top. And they are quite high. I wasn't sure the height to do them, but these walls are really, really high, and I didn't want to do like little paneling. So I've gone for a bit higher up. I'm hoping I don't regret it, but we'll soon find out. What I'm gonna do to space the panels out is use coins. Just need to decide the width of the gaps. Oh, they're not really that different. I'll probably use a spacer of a 2p. That way all the gaps in between the panels are going to be the same. So good job I've got a few 2p's. That will do.
Losing control. So I take my love and hide.
Okay, I'm a few panels down now. Going around the radiator was a bit of a killer. I haven't done the bottom yet, but I'm wondering if anyone will actually ever notice, but I probably shouldn't bodge it. Probably should put some there. But this is what it's looking like at the moment. For some reason, these ones are taller than all of the others. I'm wondering if it's like maybe some of the like skirting board is a bit raised, I don't know, but I feel like that's going to be an issue. So far so good. It's coming together nicely and it's not taking too long. I think I've done like half. Would you say this is half of the wall? I reckon maybe even more than half. Sweet. It's the following day. I stopped vlogging last night because it just got so dark and you couldn't really see what was going on. I'm about to make a cup of tea and then I'm going to start on the next part of the wall. So last night I finished all of the walls that I was going to do. I'll show you in a second. So I guess today I don't need to do any paneling unless I decide to do the other walls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prime the paneling and then I'm going to paint it, and then I'm going to try and fit that light fitting, and then I guess I'll see how that looks, and then I'm going to decide whether I should panel the other walls. So I'm going to make a cup of tea and then I'll show you what I did last night, and or actually there's a couple of bits I need to sand and sort out because I made a mistake, but I'll show you in a second. Okay, so here's the hallway. It's all panelled. I've started putting some paint swatches. This one's too dark, I think, because the hallway is quite dark. I don't want to go too dark. This one's very white, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I think I wanted to try something other than white this time. And this one's quite nice, but I put it down here as well to see what it looked like against the floor. And then I remembered I had a pot of, I think this is called Purbeck Stone from Farrow & Ball. And I really wanted to paint the front door on the outside this colour. So I thought maybe actually I might paint the panelling this colour and then the front door will match. So I think I'm going to go with this one, which I really like actually. And then this bit's all done. This bit's looking really nice, I think. And then it gets a little bit messy over here because B&Q didn't have like a long enough strip for all the way down here, so I've had to join one. So I'm hoping to sand this, and then I don't think you'd know that it was 2 bits. And then over here, welcome to my other mistake, because I started paneling around this corner and then I decided actually I didn't like it there, so I need to sand that down and probably repaint that area, but at least I know now that I don't want it to go around the door. But I think when you come in, it looks nice. It just gives the hallway a little bit more detail. And then what I'm going to do is put some hooks here for coats and bags. That's why I've done the paneling quite high, because I want to be able to hang bags and coats without them touching the floor. And then I think eventually I'm going to get a little shelf to go over the radiator here to try and disguise the radiator. Put a little plant, and then over here a circle mirror. So that's the plan, but I need to get sanding first, which is probably my least favourite job of all time. I think in every single one of these decorating videos I say how indecisive I am. And I've reached that point in the decorating process when I'm being so indecisive and it's driving me nuts. I've just done the undercoat of white just because the MDF soaks up a lot of paint. And now I'm not sure whether to just paint it white instead of grey. I'm being so indecisive. Obviously it's not like covered very well, but here's what it's looking like in white. If I go upstairs you can see it better. Here's what it's looking like in white. And I think it looks really nice. It's not even a nice coat, but I think it looks nice and it looks fresh and clean. But I really do love the inspiration picture that I found on Pinterest, which is grey. My only worry is, if this wall is all grey, will it look so weird that this one's white? Like, at least like this, it all kind of looks like it matches. But if I paint this grey, then is this going to look so out of place? I can't figure it out. And I'm thinking I don't want to panel this wall, because then I feel like when you walk in the door, it's just going to feel like a lot of paneling. But yeah, I can't figure it out. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, by the time you watch this vlog, I already would have done it, but I guess I can always paint it back white if I don't like it. I can't remember when I chatted to you guys last, but I did a little coat of grey on the small section of the wall and I immediately hated it. So I've gone to white. I strayed too far and I didn't like it, so I'm painting it white. I'm trying to figure out this light. I've done like the wiring of lights before, but every single time I do it, I forget what I'm doing because I can't remember the colours of the wires and it's quite confusing. But I'm going to turn the electrics off downstairs because I absolutely do not want to get electrocuted. That's actually a huge fear of mine. One of my biggest fears, actually I have two biggest fears. One, being burgled, freaks me out. Number two, being electrocuted whilst doing DIY. Here it says downstairs lighting. Let's just check. Yeah, everything's off. Okay, I'm gonna stop for today. Was the last time I spoke to you when I was trying to put the light up? I think it was. Let me show you. I managed to get it up with not too many problems and I didn't get electrocuted, so that's always good. It's on like a little hook. Remember when I was saying I want to make the light more central? So the light is more central. Now you might be able to see I painted the door and I am massively regretting my decision. So I'll be painting that back white eventually. Another thing I did since I last vlogged was add these little hooks for bags and coats. I really like this little area too. I think it just adds a nice little bit of detail. Do you know what? I don't know if I love it. I like it a lot more than what was here before because it was just very bland and boring. But I don't know if it looks too messy. I don't know. I'll vlog again in a few days once I've done like the final touches and all the other little bits that I'm going to order have arrived. So I'll speak to you guys in a few days. I feel like this vlog is going to be very long. But hopefully you're enjoying the process. Hey everyone, I've just come back from the gym, so ignore the state of me. But I think the hallway is finished. Also, still don't have a tripod, so bear with the dodgy angles. But I think the hallway's as finished as it's going to be for a little bit. I actually made some changes to the paneling, which I'll quickly show you before I do like a proper before and after, because I think it's made it look much better. So I'll try and show you and explain. Last time I vlogged, I just had an MDF panel up here and it looked fine, but it just didn't look as nice as I wanted it to look and it was throwing me off a little bit. So I actually took off the MDF strip and replaced it with this thicker piece of wood. I think this was called pine strip wood. So I got two bits and I glued this piece on and then I glued this piece onto this piece and onto the wall. It's made a little shelf and I feel like it's just finished it off so much nicer. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was these two panels in the middle that were at a different height, and over here the MDF wasn't meeting the other panels. and it just was looking messy and it was really annoying me. So this has solved that problem, and having the shelf is just a really nice touch. I feel like it's finished it off and made it look a lot more professional than it did before. I've also got this mirror since I spoke to you last, and this radiator shelf which I got from Etsy. I've got a little candle there and a little box that I had from H&M to put our keys in. Daisy always puts her little key in there too, which is so cute. And I also haven't painted the door back white just yet. I did put a lighter grey on it to see how I felt with a lighter grey, but I still am not, I'm not sold on the door. So I would love to know your thoughts on the door, whether you think I should just paint it back to white and be done with it. I think it's the door itself that I don't like, so there's not really much I can do about that. There's a couple of things I probably still need to do, which is repaint the paneling. I probably need to give it a few more coats because it's really been soaking up the paint a lot. I'm also thinking maybe to get like a thin runner, like a jute rug or whatever they're called, like a really thin one, which can make the corridor feel a little bit more homey, because I don't think that shoe mat really matches at the moment, but those things will come in time. I'm just going to sit with it for a little bit. I'm going to put the before and afters on the screen, and then I'll probably end the vlog. So I'll pop those on now, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, that's it from me. I hope you guys like this transformation video. Like I said, I like it. Don't know if I love it, but it's an improvement. It definitely looks better. I just don't know if I love it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you for another video really soon. Bye.